Morning guys, Andy, Forest Team runner here, out in a rather damp and fresh Forest Dean this morning on an 18 mile run, and I'm here to bring you my top tips on how to increase your weekly mileage and staying injury free. So without further ado, let's get into the tips. A quick disclaimer before we start these: I'm not an elite athlete, I'm my professional coach, I'm very much an amateur runner, and giving you my thoughts and my opinions. What works for me might not work for you. However, you can always take the advice on board. Chat with your coach if you've got one. Have a think about it, give it a try. If it doesn't work, that's fine. So yes, all opinions are mine on the video. Tip number one, have a plan. Sounds obvious, but look at the type of runner you are. Are you an easy casual runner who just goes out and runs easy for fun? Are you a runner that always strives to break their PBs, has multiple sessions a week and has a good structure to their training? What type of runner are you? When you know what type of runner you are, you can then put together a plan as to how you're going to increase your mileage. I've always worked on the rule of thumb that if I increase my mileage, I do it by 2 to 3 miles a week at a time. And if I increase my mileage by 3 miles, say 1 week, I will do the same again the following week, just to cement that, and then go again maybe 2 miles. So I aim to do 5 mile increase over, let's say, 4 weeks. Maybe the first 2 weeks will be 3 miles increase, the next will be 2. But just gives your body a chance to bed in what you're doing, not going crazy. You're not going in and chucking another 10 miles on top. And it's also looking about what you've been doing. If you're a 20 mile a week runner, don't go and jump to 30. If you're a 50 mile a week runner, don't go and jump to 60 or 70 straight away. Take your time. It's running, as most of you know, is a progressive weighting game. It takes time for training to sink in. It takes time for your body to adapt to changes, and so by having a plan and where you can fit these extra miles in will help. Obviously, if you're a runner like me who strives to beat his PB, if I'm going to increase my mileage by 2, what I might do initially, rather than just chucking an extra couple of miles on an easy run, is chuck an extra mile on a warm-up and a mile on a cool-down to start with, so my body doesn't feel too much of a difference when I'm used to it. I then might strip that back and then bung that onto a easy run and just mix it up. So that's my take on it. And if you're an easy runner, then perhaps if you're running 5-5-5 3 times a week, 15 miles, do 6-5-6 twice, and then 6-6-7, and just increase it gradually. Adaptations take time. So number one, have a plan. Number 2, if you can, make them easy miles. Following on from what I was just talking about in number 1, it's going to take your body time to adapt to the new mileage, the new increased mileage, and so it's really important that you take the stress away from your body and make those miles easy. I mean, if you're on a plan and your workouts increase, and so your workouts on a Tuesday or a Thursday like mine, you might end up doing, say, 8 mile workouts on a Tuesday, but then 1 week you got a 10 miler because you've got more reps in there. Fine, you've got to have that progression, you do have to push yourself. But if you're a beginner in particular, or a very much a recreational runner, it's great to just make those miles easy. Don't go out and force extra miles on a threshold run or a tempo run if you've never got to that mileage before. Then when you've got to that mileage, then you can start chucking them into a threshold run or a tempo run. So let's say you're a 20 mile a week runner and you're running 4 times a week, 5 miles each time. One of those is a threshold run. You want to get it to 25 miles. My opinion, personally, would be to increase your 3 easy runs by up to 6 miles, 6, 5 threshold, 6 again, and then maybe 7, 5, 6, 7, whatever totals 25. And then when you're used to running 25 miles, then maybe add a mile onto your threshold run. drop one off your easy run and stick at that, and then go again with the increase from 25 to 30. Increase your easy runs when you're up to the distance, strip a mile or two off your easy run, bung it on your threshold run, and that sort of thing. It's just about being sensible with your progression. It's not about going full force into it, thinking you're Mo Farah and injuring yourself. So yeah, number 2, if you can, make those extra miles easy. Number 3, and the most important one, I feel, this is kind of where I'm at. If you're going to increase your mileage, be wary of increasing your days of running, number of days, along with your mileage. So, I've tended to run 4 days a week. I'm increasing to 5. I need to be careful that I don't go, let's chuck another day's running in there, and let's just say we'll go run another 5-6 miles. Because, number 1, it's a shock on your body to adapt to a new day. Number 2, chucking another 5 miles in one go, not sure. Been there before, got injured. One of the most common causes of injury in runners is when you do increase your mileage, is you get so tired as you continue, you lose form, you lose concentration, and with loss of form comes injury. So your body's used to working in a certain way, running in a certain style. We're all unique, we're all different. And if we start to get a bit sloppy, head bobs, arms go everywhere, legs are out, kicking out to the side, you're more likely to get an injury. So it's a very fine balance, increasing your mileage and the days. So what I'm doing, I've chucked another day in there, and where I would normally do, say, on an easy run on a Monday and a Wednesday, I'd normally do 6 on a Monday, maybe 8 on a Wednesday, 6 on a Monday, and then my long run on a Saturday, and then I do a session Tuesday and Thursday. My easy runs and my long run and my Monday session, I would maybe strip down my Monday. So only running 4 miles on Monday, chucking 4 miles in on Wednesday, halving what I do on the Monday. So going back to point number 2, making them easy. I want to increase it initially by doing easy miles. So stripping it back, 4 on a Monday, 4 on a Wednesday, keeping my long run on a Saturday the same, but it just allows my body a chance to adapt to the shock of an extra day and not too many extra miles in the first instance. Once I've done this for 2 or 3 weeks, I will then be able to push on with those easy runs. So that's number 3, really important. Otherwise, when you increase your mileage, you might just find yourself on the doctor's bed with a groin strain, hamstring injury, whatever it might be, because you've pushed too many days, too fast, too soon. So bear that in mind. Finally, number 4, work it round your circumstances. With a different one, but we all either have families, partners. I have a young family, jobs, commitments, whatever it might be. So it's quite easy for us to think, well, do you know what, this week I can't quite get my extra session in, so I'm going to bung a load more on my threshold run, on my easy run, whatever run you want to chuck extra miles on to make it up for it. And again, as I said, if you're not used to it and you chuck a load of miles on your threshold run, your form goes, you get injured, it's difficult. So number 4 is more of a generic, plan it out and work it around your commitments. That's really important, because otherwise you're never going to be successful in consistently keeping that higher mileage. And if you've watched any of my other previous video blogs, I talk about how consistency is key in everything we do. So make sure, number 4, it fits in with your schedule and you can be consistent with it. So there we go. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That's my personal top 4 tips on how you can increase your mileage and stay injury free. If if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe, that way or that way, whichever it is. Click on the annotation for more running videos, and stay tuned, hopefully later in the week, for a vlog update on how training's going, how my mileage increase is going, and what the plan is till the next races. We'll see you then. Till next time.